All right, here we are, week 5 in the season. And I figured while I'm... Okay, what happened here? Pretty sure I hit... Let's go. Ready up? All right. I guess while I'm doing this stuff, I'll also talk some football. The season just started, week 1 already passed. Eagles fan, so I'll mainly talk about the Eagles. I thought they looked all right. I get that it's the first week of the season. I don't expect them to be mid-season form. But they looked all right. You know, some things they need to work on. Some things look very promising. There's a lot more motion on the offense. They were doing some things under center. And that's nice to see. There was a lot of stuff that they still were doing last year that they're still doing. And mixed with the new things, so that was nice to see. But defensively, I thought they played, again, all right. First week of the season. Zach Bond looked really good. I thought that was a good signing. I see why Vic Fangio wanted him. All over the place, making plays. N'Kobe Dean was in for Devin White, who was injured. He looked pretty good. He almost had a pick 6. Defensively, they are actually blitzing more than I was expecting them to do. Because Fangio's not one to really do many blitzes. And when he does, it's just like a 5-man little blitz. But
second and 10.
No, he was blitzed a bit more. They were getting pressure even with the 4-man. Whether they were getting sacks or not, they were still getting consistently at the quarterback. Oh, that was close. And that was a good sign. And at the end, it really showed where their last drive on offense, they were doing a real good job holding on to the ball and just letting the clock wear down. So it shows that, you know, they can take control, and then the defense at the end getting pressure. It sucks that Jordan Love got hurt, but they were able to get pressure and mess things up, cause them a bunch of problems. So all that looked pretty good. I was hoping to see Dotson, the guy they just got from the Washington there. I wanted to see him make some plays. 6 to 4 interceptions. That's not good. Throw an interception every game, I guess.
He's coming off of a strong performance in the team's win last week.
But
even early in his rookie season,
yeah, I was hoping to see something from him.
And things are starting to fall into place. In
what's his name? The first-round pick they got, Quinyon Mitchell. He played well. He was on the outside because I think Isaiah Rodgers was banged up or something. And he seemed to do pretty well. Had some breakups. They targeted him quite a bit. They seemed to handle it quite well. And I guess that's all I got for top of my head here. I don't know if Devin White's going to come in to start next week or what. I heard Bryce Huff was not going to start, so basically benched. But we'll see what happens. I think this is a good start with how they were playing last week, especially with Saquon Barkley getting 3 touchdowns. Have him on my fantasy team because when you're focused on him, it's going to allow Hurts to make some runs. And then when you're worried about the run, you're going to do what you see here. You see how they have an extra man in the box? They're worried about the run. And when you do that, you open up the pass, and I got blessed right there.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Talking and trying to play at the same time. I'm not really good. I can't walk and chew bubblegum at the same time either. But
Nice mix up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense
anyway,
think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them
forgot what I was saying there.
between.
Oh yeah, they'll come up and you'll able to get some more big plays, especially with the stud receiving core they got now. 3 really good receivers, and Goddard's a good tight end, and Barkley's a good pass option. So it's all looking like it's setting up pretty well.
To throw, it's May. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. You look at this Browns
I thought the
defense.
Patriots looked
They're a unit that struggled
pretty
some
well.
against the run, no doubt, coming
Not
in
necessarily
25th
offensively.
out
They
of
did.
32
They looked like
teams.
old
When
school
people talk about facing a challenge, they are certainly getting more
Patriots.
in this
Ball
game
control
because they're facing the #1
and
version in the
good
NFL,
defense.
which means it's gonna be
Granted,
tough
Joe
to
Burrow,
prepare for from the
first game of the season, just getting back from injury,
Quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3
but
and 1.
they
much of the
still
game
looked.
today, we're looking for hybrid players,
They looked
guys
good.
who can do a combination of
Almost
jobs.
surprisingly good.
And anyone who plays a strong safety position,
And
now
that's what
more than
Jacoby
ever, is a
Brissett is a
hybrid type
quarterback.
player. Half defensive back
And
that
all he
covers
has to do is be a
passes,
game
and half
manager.
linebacker
And as
that
long as
makes
that defense is
tackles.
playing that
We
well,
just have a linebacker
I have their
that makes
defense in
plays.
fantasy. One of the reasons why I was paying attention to that. And I'm from New England, so I still watch them now and again.
Yeah, these aren't bare bones runs now. I mean, they're getting
And
substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? I mean, let's go ahead and use a cliche.
Deshaun
Stand in
Watson
change,
playing the
right?
Browns here.
Five more
Man, he
yards each
looked
time.
like
That's what you're
trash.
looking
I
for.
didn't see too much, but dang, it was. The Texans really made off with that trade there.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Dalvin Tomlinson collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3.
The Cowboys giving that big deal to CeeDee Lamb, and then right before the game, they give it to Dak Prescott. If the world don't end,
42 yards rushing for
the next couple years,
well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back
I imagine
to the air on
Parsons is
3rd?
going to be an Eagle.
That's a possibility.
They're not
but
going to
now
be
you've opened
able
up
to
things
afford to keep
where
everybody.
You showed that you would run the ball in long distance situation. You might come back again because I
And
doubt you'll do it a second time.
He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the
So
first down.
I thought it was weird that Jerry Jones was saying, "Oh, if I'm not given the big contract and stuff, you know that I'm looking 6 years down the line that we're not going to be able to maintain these contracts with the way the NFL revenue is going and all this. Like, that's why I'm not doing these contracts." And then all of a sudden he does the contracts, and they're bigger than they would have been if he'd done them earlier. So it was one big joke, I guess.
It's up and good, and it'll give his guys
But,
a 7-0 lead. So a 13-play drive in total. And it was Najee Harris
Yeah,
who
I don't
finished
know.
it off
I
with
guess
a
that's about it
touchdown run.
for that. Just play this game now. Looking forward to next week. This is Monday night versus the Vikings. Start off the season with a couple primetime games, but at least they go from Friday night to Monday night, so they get plenty of time to rest up in between going to Brazil and back. I just thought that was ridiculous to even go to Brazil. This counts as your home game. Why?
Sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle
That's-
nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion.
It's
Guys a little
just-
bit jumpy.
It's just greed, if you ask me.
Right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
And
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. Oh, and now some space that
shit.
way. Still fighting for more. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So a 1st and 10
The
now
update was
in
supposed
Houston
to
territory.
fix
At the
curl flats
37-yard
and the cover
line.
3 outside deep coverage guys there. The outside thirds
This defense, Charles,
apparently
really
cover
played
corner
well
routes
in that
better
win a
because
week
they would
ago.
be in
And what
horrible
keyed their
position.
victory? The pass rush. Got to the
But
quarterback 6 times
we'll
for
see how
sacks,
that is.
and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
It's weird because I was thinking the cover 3,
When all you're seeing is
at
opposing
least the match,
jerseys come
plays
at you.
very well
2nd and 10.
compared to all the other coverages.
Up the middle.
And that's the one they go fix when I was like the cover 6 and the cover 9, which I would like to use,
We are watching a runner
really
having a
plays
really
bad.
nice
Like the
game.
cover 4s,
Carrying it
those
very
middle
well. Vision is excellent. The boy
quarters by the
he's getting.
safeties
Offensive line
don't play all that
actively
well.
block for him.
And they let people just run right back past them. I don't know if that's just me, but I seem to give up a lot of deep plays when I try to do a cover 4 quarters, a cover 4 palms. A cover 4 drop seems to work better.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force.
Yeah, it is what it is.
Up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Hopkins' kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1.
Get around that corner.
You really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After 7-3 the score.
I put it to 9-minute quarters after having it to 10 because last game I did, it almost went over an hour, and I can only record up to an hour on the PlayStation here. I don't know if you can change that setting. Perhaps you can, but I think an hour is good enough.
Big on big, right? Offensive lineman.
Ooh. I don't know if he needs rest. Yeah, he's out. So I imagine he needs some rest. It's fine. Dylan's a big dude. We can still do it with him here.
And avoids the turnover. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Here's May. And he's got McCaffrey open.
I like the placement. I threw it behind him because the corner was in front of him.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers.
They always make it where the defender's always wrong, right? You think you got good coverage, but then you don't.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Oh, if you're watching this and you want to listen to some good channels on Eagles, talking about the Eagles, there's Chalk It Up Sports, there's Joey Shakes, there's Philly 500, and it's not spelled out 500, it's actually 500, the numbers there. There's Gate City Sports. Those are the main ones I like to check out. There's the Philly Special Show, the Thomas Mott Show. All those guys talk about the Eagles. Different personalities, so you can check them out, see which ones you like. Some of them are more just chit-chatting. Some of them are more getting into the analytics of stuff. Others are getting more into the X's and O's and watching some of the film breakdown there. There's a few others out there, but I can't remember their names off the top of my head.
They trail now 14-3.
If they pop up, I'll mention them too. But if you're watching me and you're an Eagles fan, then you probably already know about them. and you don't need me to tell you about them. But just in case.
They start on the ground with
If you like to listen to the stuff while you're working out, doing whatever you got to do, sometimes that's what I like to do.
First down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
2 hit sticks. Dang. That was kind of cool.
And that's pretty much going to wipe out their gain from first down. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
Sometimes that's a danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Now he's going to get it on the jet sweep. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33.
They got Hunter Renfrow? I imagine that's just my season. I don't think they signed him in real life.
I think the reason this play is so successful is not just the blocking at the point of attack, but how about the speed at which he takes the handoff? He's in motion already, so he's not coming from a flat start like a running back often is.
Man, that was way too early hit stick. Didn't even tell me that I was early.
Much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
Back to throw, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Cooper's coming off the season where he finished in the top 10 in receiving yards, despite the fact he had 5 different quarterbacks throwing him the ball. If Cleveland can provide more stability under center, and they certainly expect to with Deshaun Watson, he could have an even bigger impact
Deshaun Watson.
this season.
Yeah, I was hearing that he can't run a pro offense. When he was in Houston, Bill O'Brien was actually running the Clemson offense to help him, and that's why he was able to do pretty well in Houston. And now that he's in Cleveland, they're trying to do a pro style, and he just can't do it. He's not that good. And that's why Joe Flacco, he came in and he had success, because it's just a simple pro offense. I think it's ridiculous how the quarterbacks in this Madden break a lot of tackles and don't fumble as much as last year's, but granted, there's some quarterbacks that can do that. Shit. I messed that up.
For as good as Nick Chubb is in the open field, he's every bit as good when they line him up down near the goal line. He's a speed back between the 20s, but a power back down close.
I went outside thinking he was going to keep going out, but
on now to add the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And Nick Chubb the one to finish it off as he does so with a touchdown run. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Oilers offense and running back Najee Harris set to take over once more. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3, because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, and right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence, because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line.
Hopefully it can
there. Back-to-back good plays.
put it on the clock here a bit.
First down.
Oops.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Also keep him honest.
That was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
That complete to Downs. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23. They'll throw.
They don't want to cover this route.
He's able to find Melton. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Another nice gain. That's now
You got to watch out there. What I've noticed with the CPU is that sometimes when you run a play like that and you keep getting the same guy open, you start relying on it and you start to become a little lazy in your reads, and then the computer will change and you'll just habitually throw it there, and there'll be a guy there to either break it up or pick it off. So you gotta try not to fall asleep.
So his big first
Stay alert.
Continues his 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game.
I should have switched to the blue uniforms, but I forgot. I'm not a fan of the Oilers with these red uniforms.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
I would have taken over the Titans if you could switch their name over to the Oilers again. That would have been cool. Since they got the history for the Oilers anyway.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter,
see, we'll try. I know Palms is usually when they have a trip set, but I don't want to sit there trying to find the quarters.
Wide open, Amari Cooper. Now inside the 25.
Really? Are you kidding me?
And he'll take it into the end zone for
Missed tackle because of that, but I told you every time I do a cover 4. That time they didn't just run by me, but I get big plays on the cover 4s for some reason. That one, my fault. I can't tackle. I'm not good at Madden.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Well, that could have been real bad if they didn't end the half, huh?
Capitalize as time is run out here on the first half of play. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. And we welcome you back.
Got momentum shift there, huh?
Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The home team's offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help him out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 87 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
Doing the running shoot and had the leading rusher. That's pretty cool.
Throwing here is May. Now this taken in by Downs. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run. They hand this off to Harris. Runs over him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. And his fine afternoon on the ground continues. That last run going to put him over 100 yards for the ball game. Second down and a yard. Now here's another carry for Harris. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, worthy adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball. Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Dillon is into the
Yeah! Could have been Harris's 4th touchdown, but that's all right. It's about the team, not the individual.
We get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And no thought of bringing
Thank you for checking out my channel and watching some football. I hope you enjoy. I'm trying to do this run and shoot season, run and shoot career with the Houston Oilers. And
but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games.
I should let you know, it would be wrong of me not to mention anything about it, is that, especially with this election coming up, things could really change drastically, whether, you know, it's the economy and the currency losing value, whether it's potential civil war or world war. We seem to be at the brink. Things are kind of settled a little bit, but we know this election can change things no matter what happens. And you should be ready for that. I should let you know some important things, such as, if need be, if really need be, you should know that you can actually live off of grass. I know you're kind of like, whatever, I'm not going to do that. But if you don't want to sell out and support the government, and a potential mark of the beast coming up where you have to be chipped in order to go to the store and have a job and whatever, you can live off of grass. And you should probably start learning how to fast, knowing that you don't need to eat 3 meals a day to survive. Most of the time it's more than you really need. I live off of 1 meal a day.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back
to save you money
those pursuit drills to make sure
and
you don't over pursue and let a guy get a cutback.
help you out a bit with that as well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he
He's
takes to the
also
ball. Took a great angle right there.
taking care of yourself, working out, taking care of the body. You don't have to go crazy with what a lot of people are doing when they work out, where they want to lift heavy. That was a weird spin-a-rooney thing. Where you have to do full range of motion with heavy weights to failure. No, that's not very practical. You don't really do that with your everyday life. You can... Oh, wow, I got a block on all Madden. Nice. You can do partial reps, like partial rep squats, whether you do it low or high, and you just do a 2 to 4 inch movement with squats, with push-ups, sit-ups, and you actually help out the tendons and the ligaments and your nervous system a little bit better than when you're doing full range with heavy weights. You got to take care of your body because you don't know when you're going to be disconnected from the system that you've been dependent on this whole time, right? So you need to take care of yourself so you don't need medicine, you don't need a whole lot of food. You should learn about those things, about the plants you can eat and even insects that you can eat that grow and live around you, because if need be, that's information you're going to be glad you had. And but most importantly, you need some faith.
And why do we measure quarterbacks' hands? Is that really a big deal?
Because what's more important about your life here on Earth, it's gonna fade and die anyway. You're not gonna live forever, even if you take care of yourself. So you need to prepare for eternity, to prepare for what's to come, to meet your Maker, to face judgment. And the only way to do that is to face the fact that, but according to God's standard, you're condemned. The standard is perfection, and you may think, hey, that's not fair. But who are you to set the standard? Right? God's you says you got to be perfect. You got to be sinless. You don't meet that. You don't meet that standard. And you may seem to think that leaves you hopeless. But just because God set that standard, He's not casting you away. He's saying, hey, I love you. I want to be with you forever. I'm going to make a way where you can be with me, even though you're not perfect. And you don't meet the standard, and you can't meet the standard. I am going to send Jesus, God in the flesh, and I'm going to live that perfect life for you. And then I'm going to give it to you at the cross. So if you would just accept the fact that you can't earn heaven and you deserve hell, if you can accept that, God will die on your behalf so that He can recreate you into the image and likeness of Jesus. Nice. I came out of my spot, and then this guy bailed me out here. And He changes lives with you so that you can die and be made anew, changed from the inside out, born again. Because the only way you can enter into the kingdom of God is to be born again. And a lot of people don't realize that. So I hope you do that. And it would be wrong of me to sit here, play these games, and talk about football and not mention that to you. Especially you don't know about this stuff. You might not have heard it anywhere else.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line.
Actually thinking of sitting him. I think he's had enough work. Let's put A.J. Dillon in. We'll even try this guy. You gotta do the depth chart in each 3 positions just so he's not going to be in any place. And I think this whole time I didn't take Fant out. Well, ain't that something?
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. As
I keep forgetting to do that.
back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. They'll come out here with 4 receivers, 2 on each side, 2nd and 4. Now Dillon on the inside give. And some room to work. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
What's crazy is that I always thought that the run and shoot was very finesse. And I like the smash mouth football.
They run again with Dillon.
And here I am with the run and shoot. And I'm probably running the ball more than I'm throwing it.
14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
And just playing smash mouth football.
This game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
It's actually pretty fun, pretty crazy how that is. But the goal is actually to pass. But when they want to drop back with 2 safeties deep and they want to have like 5 men in the box, even sometimes 6 men in the box, it's just like, all right, then I'll run it up the gut. Here, I don't like doing this. I don't like doing the screens while under center because a lot of times they catch me before I can throw it. I should have did a shotgun. Well, tried to get a passing touchdown here.
Second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Oilers are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
I'm surprised teams haven't tried to run a run and shoot style offense using 4 receivers all the time. Like in today's NFL, you think you would. Who has 3 or 4 good corners to cover everybody? And if they want to stretch out to try to cover all the receivers,
Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10.
Bring out a big back. Everybody's going out there with smaller defenses, smaller linebackers that are good coverage guys. So now when you bring out a big back, you might need 2 or 3 big backs because you might need to sub them out and stuff. But you do that, you'd be beaten down on some of these defenses these days because they're a lot smaller than they used to be. Spread them out, get them small, and then run them over. I mean, it would work.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Here's Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets
getting a lot of big plays. I'm not getting pressure with a 4-man rush. Probably shouldn't have picked this play inside the red zone, but
and trouble trying the middle here. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller
break them right here. They're still thinking they can win.
We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
2nd down, here's Chubb again. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Watson. Pass taken in by his
How come he didn't even try to tackle him? I hit X. Didn't want to dive and completely miss.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
Are they going to go for the onside? Nope. I was dumb. Now I can just eat up the clock like the Eagles did against the Packers. Thought I could beat around the corner. Didn't see any opening up the gut there.
Houston set to take over. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
What a tough spot for this defense because they know it's coming, but they're just powerless to stop it. What a great run there to start the drive. And you can bet there'll be more where that came from as they try to ice this game away.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Dillon on the counter. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds.
That's kind of crazy. Like running the same play. They're not bringing extra people in the box when I'm obviously want to run a clock.
Again, it's Dillon.
You're worried about me passing it right now when I have the lead.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football.
I wonder if they're even going to bother with timeouts.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Dillon up the middle. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for the 1st with Dillon. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play.
What we'll do is we'll take this, we'll take that to the counter. We'll come out with the stretch.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard,
We'll
they're going to keep the offense
here.
out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll run for it with Dillon. And he is going to have a 1st down here. And that should be the one that seals a victory. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon. And he works his way through.
He had a guy, somebody who was fast. He could have made a big play there, but you wouldn't be able to play some smash-mouth football.
It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the
With
4th quarter.
smaller backs, you're more dependent on the blocking because you can't really do much shifty stuff behind the line. Not that you can't. And not much shifty stuff you can do to get through the line, but when you're big, you could plow somebody over behind the line. You can plow them over going through the line, and you can at least get positive yards very consistently. But that's just my opinion, my take on it.
Shy of a 1st as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down.
You know what?
And one of the whistles for it.
I'm going to just kick a field goal. I got the game sealed.
In the closing seconds. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their
Even
lead
if they get
even
a
further.
touchdown, the clock is
So
going to
after
be
5
done.
touchdowns offensively,
I
hey,
won.
maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's just come at him.
Here's 1st and 10. One last throw here for Watson. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were
So with all that being said,
it seemed like everything that they dialed
being
up
done,
worked.
thanks for watching. Take care, and don't forget, if you're not saved, get saved. Because if you're not saved, all this is just a distraction keeping you from getting saved. You're just passing the time, wasting your life away.
So for Houston, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1.
So get saved.